film is the most important thing. I think you should, as you rightly said, I think you have to watch the film before passing on any opinion. Judge the film by the way it's being said, it's being told, and see the intent.
People just didn't expect me to come this far, because of my first film. And I've been told this by people that are very close to me, because they're like, I'm not a conventional looking person. I don't look like...
No,
whatever.
Who has
Let me
decided these
complete, that's what
conventions? Hi, I'm Rajkummar Rao.
Hi, I'm Bhumi Pednekar.
And you're watching us on
peepingmoon.com.
ना ही राजकुमार और ना ही भूमि दोनों भीड़ का हिस्सा तो नहीं है, लेकिन भीड़ से अलग पहचान बनाना कितना ज़रूरी है इस इंडस्ट्री में. वी हैव टू आस्क दीज टू टैलेंटेड एक्टर्स फॉर पीपिंग मून टुडे. वेलकम.
Thank you so
much. That's such a lovely introduction.
कितना मुश्किल होता है जब हम किसी भी क्रिएटिव फील्ड में आते हैं, चाहे वो बॉलीवुड हो, चाहे वो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, कोई भी क्रिएटिव जॉनर. हम सारे भीड़ के हिस्से से ही बाहर निकल कर ही अपनी एक पहचान बनाते हैं. आपको आपका वो मोमेंट याद है कि शायद आपको किसी ने उस भीड़ में स्पॉट किया हो फर्स्ट टाइम?
हाँ, पहली फिल्म जो थी LSD लव सेक्स और धोखा, आई एम श्योर बहुत लोगों ने ऑडिशन दिया होगा. पर पहला जो वो कॉल आया था कि फर्स्ट ऑडिशन के बाद कि आपका ऑडिशन दिवाकर को अच्छा लगा है और आपको सेकंड राउंड के लिए आना है, तो आई थिंक आई एम श्योर उस भीड़ में से थोड़ा छट के कुछ छोटी भीड़ बची होगी जिसमें से मैं भी था.
भूमि,
जब मैं कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर थी तब मैं ऑडिशंस कंडक्ट करती थी, राइट. तो एक डायरेक्टर हैं हबीब फैजल, जिन्होंने इशकज़ादे बनाई थी. तो लिटरली 2-2.5 महीने वो कैमरे पे से मेरी आवाज़ सुन रही थी. तो लिटरली वन डे टोल्ड मी, इज़ लाइक, पता है, मैं मन करता है आई शुड जस्ट कास्ट यू इन ऑल द कैरेक्टर्स बिकॉज यू आर वे बेटर देन एवरीबडी वी ऑडिशनिंग. आई एम लाइक, थैंक यू सर. तो उन्होंने मुझे बैठ के तब कहा था कि आर यू थिंकिंग अबाउट एक्टिंग. बट आई फील लाइक दैट्स अ मोमेंट दैट आई क्लियरली रिमेंबर, क्योंकि आई लव्ड हिम एज अ डायरेक्टर और इशकज़ादे इज़ वन ऑफ माई फेवरेट फिल्म्स. सो आई फील
जब हम भीड़ एक शब्द की बात करते हैं, वी सी इट एज अ क्राउड. आई ऑल्सो सी इट एज अ सिंबल ऑफ समथिंग जिसमें से बहुत सारी स्टोरीज़ निकल कर आती हैं. जब भीड़ आपके पास आई थी, उसमें से ऐसी कोई कहानी थी, क्योंकि इतने कैरेक्टर्स हैं, वट एवर आई हैव सीन इन ट्रेलर, आई थिंक हर एक कहानी एक दूसरी कहानी को जोड़ रहा है.
Correct.
कोई ऐसी कहानी थी जो आपको शायद सबसे ज़्यादा टच करी हो, किसी एक पर्टिकुलर कैरेक्टर की, आपके पार्ट को छोड़कर?
आई थिंक इस फिल्म की खासियत यही है कि हर जो कैरेक्टर है उसकी अपने आप में एक फिल्म बन सकती है. कि हर कैरेक्टर की जर्नी जो है वो इतना अच्छे से लिखा गया है, अनुभव सर ने इतने अच्छे से लिखा है उसको, कि उसका बैकग्राउंड, वो कहाँ से आ रही है या आ रहा है या जा रहा है, उसके क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं लाइफ में, वो सब बहुत क्लियरली दिखता है. तो आई थिंक वो एक खासियत है इस फिल्म की राइटिंग की, कि हर कैरेक्टर अपने बैकग्राउंड को लेके आ रहा है, साथ में अपने बैगेज को लेके आ रहा है, और सब आके इस एक जगह पर खड़े इकट्ठे हो गए हैं, इस एक रास्ते पर मिल गए हैं, एक जंक्शन पर मिल गए हैं. वहाँ से फिर कैसे ये साथ में उठते हैं या गिरते हैं, उसी की कहानी है भीड़.
भूमि, हम भीड़ को एक वर्ड के तौर पे हम नॉर्मली क्राउड, मैं पढ़ रही थी तो हम कहीं पे जैसे बहुत नेगेटिव कोनोटेशन में भी शब्द को लोग यूज़ करते हैं. भीड़ इकट्ठा हो गई, भीड़ भाड़. लेकिन मेरे लिए दिस इज़ अ बीकन ऑफ होप. बहुत कम होता है कि हम कुछ कहानियों के साथ बाहर आते हैं, कि हम थोड़ा पीछे भी तो जाएं. हम सब बात करते हैं कि ओ वी वेंट थ्रू अ टफ टाइम इन कोविड, बट इट्स ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट टू रिफ्लेक्ट एंड सी. Do you consider this Bheed as a positive, as a beacon of hope?
Absolutely. In fact, everything that you said is exactly what the film stands for. The film celebrates the spirit of humanity. The film reminds us that in the deepest and the darkest of times, it is just our union as human beings that kind of gets us out of it. It is also a reminder of the resilience that many of us showed, like, in the times of COVID, and not just us as citizens, but, frontline workers, different government agencies, right? Everybody. This film is truly, as you said, it is a beacon of hope. It is a beacon of hope that for survival, we all will be together.
And that's how I think the human race is going to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, your director, Anubhav Sinha's school of cinema, for me, would always be films which, I spoke this, Anubhav sir से मैंने एक बारी पूछा था कि आप ऐसा क्यों ऐसी फिल्म्स बनाते हैं कि मुझे बाहर आके घबराहट होती है. तो उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि यही वो अनकम्फर्टेबल होना ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि हम कभी कभी इतने कंफर्टेबल हो जाते हैं अपने क्राफ्ट में, अपनी स्टोरी टेलिंग में, कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग थोड़ा सा आपको
करेक्ट
कुछ हो.
करेक्ट.
फॉर यू व्हाट इज अनुभव्स पैलेट? क्योंकि मुझे बहुत मजा आता है. आई थिंक वन ऑफ माय लास्ट फ्यू फेवरेट फिल्म में से ही इज लाइक थप्पड़, समथिंग व्हिच आई पर्सनली
Oh yeah. आई थिंक उनका सिनेमा हाँ इस हिसाब से बेहद ज़रूरी है कि कहीं ना कहीं आपको एंगेज करता है अपनी कहानी के साथ बहुत ज़्यादा, और आपको उन किरदारों में से कोई एक किरदार होता है जिससे आप ज़्यादा रिलेट कर पाते हैं कि यार ये एक्चुअली ये जो बात कह रहा है या कह रही है वो बहुत करेक्ट है, शायद मैं भी ऐसा ही सोचता हूँ. तो कहीं ना कहीं अगर आपके अंदर आई थिंक 10 में से किसी एक को भी वो थॉट आ जाता है कि यार ये बात बहुत सही कही जा रही है, जो ऐसा एक्चुअली मैं भी बिहेव करता हूँ मे बी विच इज़ रॉन्ग. आई थिंक उनका सिनेमा इसी पे जीता है कि कहीं वो आपको आईना दिखा रहे हैं कि ये सब चीज़ें समाज में हो रही हैं, सोसाइटी के आसपास हो रही हैं, पर हम लोग वी चूज़ टू इग्नोर देम बिकॉज हम लोग अपनी लाइफ में इतने कंफर्टेबल हो गए हैं. तो बहुत ज़रूरी है कि सच्चाई को भी देखना एक एंगेजिंग कहानी के साथ. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो बोरिंग है और आपको प्रीची है, वो आपको बैठा के ज्ञान दे रहे हैं कि नहीं ये गलत है ये सही है ऐसा करो आप लोग, बिल्कुल नहीं. वो सिर्फ एक कहानी कह रहे हैं और उस कहानी में वो कुछ बातें जो आपको छू जाती हैं.
How do you see his film palette?
I think his film palette, to start off with, as a student of cinema, is something, maybe he's one of the few filmmakers that actually give you an opportunity to study his films. You know, they are a cinematic experience. You know, for an actor, it's complete joy. You know, Anubhav sir works so hard on his script. He believes in extreme levels of pre-production, extreme levels of prep. He believes that his script is his Bible, you know, and that's why you can see the magic that he creates on screen. And you know, as Raj rightly said, that his main agenda is to give a good story, you know, a story that will make you feel things, you know, good, bad, ugly, jo bhi ho. You know, that's his main motive. But if with that he can kind of leave behind a thought that will make you uncomfortable and that will force you to think, you know, I think that's why his genre has succeeded the way it has succeeded, because you know, we all are so consumed in our lives right now. We have social media, we have so many distractions to kind of run away from our reality, and now and then you need something that gives you a reality check, and that's his school of cinema.
Raj, in your filmography, there have been some beautiful gems, something like an Aligarh, a Shahid, which, while I remember when these pictures and their trailers came out, everyone labeled them as a political commentary. But when you end up watching them, they're more of an eye-opener on the societal kind of view. Do you think that we are often way too hard? We judge everything just a book by the cover? Like, we make opinion on without even watching anything, without even reflecting that what exactly are we trying to convey.
I won't say everyone, but yeah, of course, I'm sure there are certain people.
Yeah, the certain sections, the noises as we call them.
Who do that, but that's their opinion. I think nothing. It doesn't really change anything. People who like the trailer would certainly go and watch the film. Anything else? I think the film is the most important thing. I think you should, as you rightly said, I think you have to watch the film before passing on any opinion. Just the film by the way it's being said, it's being told, and see the intent. What's the intent of that film? Is it trying to create something, or it just as you said, it's a societal, it's a mirror to the society that, you know, this is what is happening and maybe this is problematic and this is something which we can work upon through an engaging story. It's a fictional world, it's a fictional, these are fictional characters. This is not trying to pass any commentary or on anything. I think it's just a story, it's a fictional story which is something people believe that has happened because it's so real in nature.
Exactly. Bhumi, often with craft or when we say the vanity comes easily, especially with no mean to demean anyone, but when it comes to female characters, we often label them in a very vanity-like structure कि ऐसा दिखना चाहिए. How important it is to not have or to actually do roles which are not bound by vanity. You don't have to look a certain way. You just can be you the actor.
I think it's very liberating. It also gives you a chance because you're not hiding behind any layers, right? It just bare you. So I feel like it just bare you trying to do the part that you're playing. So I feel it's definitely liberating. It's very empowering, and I honestly enjoy it the most. I feel like when I'm in front of a camera, so away from Bhumi the person, you know, I think I'm the most comfortable. I just forget everything. all my worries, all my woes, all my insecurities, all my complexes. There's nothing, and that's why I love being in front of the camera. And I also feel like I've found success in being in doing things that my colleagues are not doing, right from my first film. So I think that's why I enjoy it even more.
I remember COVID has been, of course, a very tough time. Not just one, but twice we have to restructure our lives. I think मैं आज भी कहूँगी हम बहुत privileged थे कि हम आज फिर भी यहाँ हैं. People have lost a lot and gained a lot, and today we are here. Those years in an artist capacity, if I ask you, because there was so much uncertainty while everyone was trying, okay, we scrambled through social media or OTT, but it does matter to an artist also. How will you now take up your art? I remember when it first tried, हमें से किसी को पता भी नहीं था कि हम एक फिल्म को OTT पे तक भी लेके जा सकते हैं. जब तक वो नहीं हुआ, how was it for you as an artist? There, because I think artists are probably one of the most sensitive people. So I need to take it from you too. How was it for you as actors at that time?
Of course, I think artists are a little extra sensitive. और हम लोग I think चीज़ों को कुछ ज़्यादा ही दिल पे लेते हैं, फील करते हैं. और ये सब जो हो रहा था उस वक्त of course ये थॉट नहीं आया था कि हमारे साथ क्या होगा, हमारी इंडस्ट्री का क्या होगा. The first thing was कि यार ये कैसे जाएंगी ये चीज़ें.
Exactly.
There are so many people, of course, who are suffering, and so how would we control all this? Of course, the authorities did a great job. It's not easy to, of course, to manage 1.4 billion people. So they did whatever they could, and how everybody, all of us, also came together in those tough times. I think that really touched me. That you don't feel that you're alone. One cry for help would get so many people for you. I think that was the most beautiful thing that I witnessed. Yeah.
Because with your answer, Bhumi, comes yours. You were out there actively. You didn't stop. There were, I think, in that period, we were able to interact on Zoom multiple times for multiple interactions, and always you had one cause or the other up your sleeve.
Yeah.
Once that period is, God bless, and touch wood, we all remain safe and everything. Us period ke baad bhi, how much are you involved in those causes, and how much they stay close to you?
I mean, pretty much, because I mean, obviously, COVID does not. Touch wood, thank God. There's no, we aren't going through such a dark time. But there was like the ashram that I'm associated with, or whatever animal welfare work we do. All of that is on because my work is not limited to a certain period, right? It has to be a part of my being, and everything that I do is a part of my being. But it's okay. I mean, I don't think it's something out of the ordinary. I feel like as an actor, when I have so much that I'm given, so much love, appreciation, this is the way I give back. It is just my way of feeling still connected and grounded and whatever. This is my spiritual journey. My journey of giving back is my way of being connected to my soul.
And that's so lovely. Tell me, before I move to something on a lighter note, there was this dialogue in the film, I'm in love. I'm going to say it, and I'm not being as great because these are the actors. You say this, यहाँ हमारे औकात का boundary line set कर दिया गया है. In general life also, considering you both, you are not from, as we call, from within the industry, or you both have worked hard, and I have seen both your journeys. At least yours is something I've always, one of the first interactions has been you when I started in Bombay. So it will always be special. I have seen it from there. क्या हम अपनी नॉर्मल लाइफ में भी आपको कभी ऐसा फील हुआ कि एक बाउंड्री सेट कर दी गई है हमारे लिए, हैव टू लाइक रियली डू मे बी इनटू टू एफर्ट to break those glass ceilings? You have today. You are the star, so I can ask you.
Honestly, nobody directly made me feel like that ever. But I've heard stories. Of course, I won't name anyone, but I've heard stories of hardly one or two people saying few things when I was just starting out. That how would you take him as a lead guy? He's somebody who does like small parts in these small films. But that's about it. But I never took those things to my heart, honestly. Like yeah, maybe you're right at that point of time. Yeah, even as a producer who would right to invest so much of money, that's the best practical decision that you took. These are stories I've heard from different people. But nobody has made me feel directly like that ever. And also, I feel once you get things when you deserve them. Oh. You can't really ask for things. Once you deserve them, you'll get them automatically.
Did you ever set boundaries for yourself?
In work decisions, yeah, there are certain kind of films that I'm not being comfortable doing, so I won't do them. But apart from that, no, there's no boundary. I just want to like actually push those boundaries. Yeah.
What about you, Bhumi? It's the same question to you.
I feel like, especially for female actors, I feel most often you're put into certain dhachas, boundaries. Like
And
a
your first film
certain-
was a prime example.
Yeah. So for me, I feel like what was important for me to break was, or I feel like, people just didn't expect me to come this far. Because of my first film. And I've been told this by like, people that are very close to me, because they're like, I'm not a conventional looking person. I don't look like,
No,
whatever.
who has
Let me
decided these
complete. That's what I'm
conventions?
What is
saying.
exactly a
That's what
conventional
I'm
looking
saying.
person?
But that's what I'm saying, right? Like these were the things that I was told, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to change all of this. Because nobody else can decide what I am capable of doing, what my value is, how I should dress, how I should not dress to please you. Nobody can decide that. So I was very clear that I need to make a space for myself, so that there are other girls that when they are told that, oh, you can't do it, they're like, no, if she can, so can we, right?
When I saw the trailer, the first thing which came to my mind was after Badhai Do, when I am going to see these two in, of course, I'm looking forward to this. I need to see you in another very romantic, light comedy kind of film, because there's this vibe to you too. They're like two good people in the frame kind of vibe.
Thank you.
I definitely am. I don't know about Raj.
No, she's of course.
What about you? You're just like discounting yourself of the compliment. What
No,
is
he's
wrong?
a great person. Raj is one of the most rock solid people I know. But I think what's also amazing about Raj and I is that we are such good friends that I feel like what is chemistry between two people, right? Like two actors doing their job well, being completely honest to their craft, that's why there's chemistry between their characters. But if on the other side, if you have comfort as two individuals, that's when you create magic, right? And I feel like Raj and I have the capability of doing that.
I think you're the two.
Magic.
It's like
To make
two
special pins.
chaotic. Even in the chaotic kind of atmosphere, you're the two calm actors. This is how I see you.
No.
How much ever chaos is there?
I am not.
You're not?
Actually, I don't know. I think I'm very calm.
Ho gaya na, Raj?
You're very calm, na? Yeah. She's very calm.
Okay, lastly, tell me, if you two have to pick up a genre, you have done, of course, a beautifully sensitive film in Badhaiyo with a tinge of humor. We have Bheed, which is, I would say, a beautiful social eye-opener kind of thing. What's next? If you two have to pick a genre right now, only
To
for
do
yourself.
together?
I think we were
Together.
just discussing like something like Gone Girl.
Yeah.
But it would be tough, because I know that moment I would try and be serious in a scene. They would not always, but there would be times when I would just look at her and would just end up laughing.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can imagine you two in Gone Girl.
Yeah. Or I actually want to do an out and out comedy with Raj. That's what I really want to do with him.
Yeah, that would also be great.
Because he's so good. He's so good. Like his comedy, I mean, life is also so good. He's a very entertaining person.
I honestly want
Thank
to
you,
see.
boo.
This is like Raj will cry in any minute. It's like, itna pyar.
But he knows.
Raj, I really want to see you in a dancing movie.
Dancing movie?
Yeah.
You should see my Shadi ka video. About dancing.
When are you releasing?
Shadi
Everyone
ka
is
film is
releasing their
full of
videos these
dance.
days. When are you releasing that?
No.
Duniya to
It's
release
for-
kar hi rahi
It's
hai.
for personal viewing.
But seriously, I think you would make a great in a dancing film.
I like dancing. I enjoy it. But yeah, never really thought about to do a dancing film.
I would love to see you in a dancing film.
With a
And
great
yours
script,
to
yeah.
out and out comedy, yes. I can
Out
totally
and
believe
out
you.
comedy.
Out
I
and out.
love it. It's one of my most favorite genres.
Some like all girls kind of banger is.
Oh yeah.
yes.
You never know. Something could happen.
Listen, I'm
Oh,
just
really? Something's happening?
You never know. I'm
Are you doing some comedy
manifesting.
film?
I'm mad. Look, she's like this all girl. I was like, you never know.
Oh, are you in that film with Kriti, Tabu and Kareena?
I don't know what is he talking
Asking
about.
you.
No.
No.
What do you mean?
Listen, I haven't said anything to anyone and I'm not saying things even if I know them, so I'll keep shut.
With Tabu ma'am, I think. No.
No, you're not getting the
बोल
drift.
रहा है?
I'll tell you after the interview. You can't say it here.
There's something that she knows and I don't know.
I'm actually very confused by what anybody knows. So
I
I'm
will
just
tell you
like,
what I know
okay,
and then I'll
fine.
tell you
Okay,
what I
fine.
know.
Okay.
But thank you for bringing the cinema, which once in a while I think we all need a knock on our head. So I think Bheed serves that kind of purpose,
Oh,
that
thank you.
without, as you said, without being preachy, you sometimes just need to see and reflect back what all
Yeah.
we have gone through.
Yeah.
And please don't stop making the movies and make more of them so I can interview more.
Sure.
And one fine day, we only do an out-and-out comedy interview.
Yay!
Laugh and make a banger of it.
Yeah, we can do that
Soon.
anytime, even in serious films.
No, not this. I think it just goes against the entire emotion of the film. You
Sure.
belittle
Yeah.
the cause for which
Sure.
you're sitting there. So
Oh, thank
it
you.
shouldn't
Sure. Thank
be
you so
that
much.
way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.